I would like to welcome you all to today's webinar. Is your agency ready for AI? I'm going to pass things over to Max Pauls, our implementation manager here at Quandary, and Bridget Viola, industry solutions consultant, also from our Quandary team. They're going to be leading today's discussion, so I will pass things over to Max to kick off.
Right on. Awesome. Thank you, Tiffany. So like Tiffany said, my name is Max. I am an implementation manager here at Quandary. I work directly with insurance brokerages and agencies to bring automation projects to life. I have extensive hands-on experience with teams of all sizes in this industry, ranging from small, local, family-owned agencies all the way up to quite large, consolidated organizations. My focus is on simplifying real-world workflows and solving practical challenges. And I bring a track record of driving change that delivers measurable results for brokerages and agencies. And I'll pass it over to Bridget for a quick intro as well.
Thanks, Max. Hello, my name is Bridget. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. I know how busy you are this time of year, so really appreciate you spending this time with us. I am an industry solutions consultant here at Quandary. I have a deep understanding of the day-to-day insurance operations, including renewals and client communications. And I'm passionate about making technology approachable and beneficial for insurance professionals. And I understand the gap between AI promises and the operational realities in insurance because I came to Quandary by way of 20 years in the insurance industry and over 5 years at Applied doing large Epic implementations. I'm going to just jump in and start us off by talking about why AI and why now. As you're all very aware, agencies and brokerages everywhere are feeling it. The landscape of insurance has changed. The standard is no longer set by Joe down the street. It's set by Amazon. Insureds want more, they want it quicker and cheaper, and they want it personalized. Everyone in the agency feels like they can't catch up. They can't get out from under the mounds of paperwork, and the staff is burnt out. Not to mention, a lot of them are retiring, and it's hard to find replacement. Insurance doesn't have the reputation of being fun and sexy and bringing new talent flocking to it. The pace of change has never been faster, and it's not going to slow down. You're expected to deliver more value, provide more personalized service, and hit higher retention targets with fewer resources. This is exactly why so many agencies and brokerages are turning to AI and automation. It's no longer a future idea or something just in the Jetsons. It's quickly becoming the way to keep up. And it's not just early adopters. More and more agencies and brokerages are already rolling out AI. They're streamlining their renewals, automating routine communications, and focusing their team on growth, not just paperwork. You can't keep up with modern expectations with manual processes. Remember the Amazon analogy? Agencies and brokerages that stick with the old ways of working are finding themselves at a real disadvantage. They're missing opportunities, they're risking client churn, and their teams are getting burnt out. The reality is AI isn't just a competitive edge. It's becoming a requirement for running an efficient, scalable, and resilient agency or brokerage. Those that are acting now will be leading the market as the industry keeps evolving. So today we're going to show you what it takes to get AI ready, how to spot common blockers, and why making the shift now will set your team up for success as the industry continues to change.
Great. Thanks, Bridget. So following up on that, I can talk a little bit about Quandary for context for everyone. To Bridget's points, speaking about why AI, why now, Quandary's renewal intelligence platform is focused on automating manual, repetitive tasks for insurance brokerages and agencies across North America. Our mission is to free insurance teams from busy work so that they can spend more time advising clients and growing their business. We serve both Canadian brokerages and US agencies, helping all size agencies and brokerages streamline their operations and improve their client experience. Our platform automates key processes, namely renewal reviews, policy checking, requoting, and client communication. It is designed to fit right into your existing workflows and tools, specifically within Applied Epic. We use AI and intelligent automation to help teams save time, reduce errors, and unlock new growth opportunities. We are trusted by industry leaders for delivering measurable ROI and smoother day-to-day operations. And finally, we're committed to driving the industry forward with practical, user-friendly technology.
Awesome. Thanks, Max. So the people in your organization are the foundation of your success and any successful AI initiative. No matter how advanced the technology, it's your team's mindset, engagement, and readiness that determines whether automation delivers results. Focusing on people is the first pillar in any transformation. AI works best when everyone understands the benefits, feels supported through the change, and are given the tools and training they need to succeed. Since AI adoption starts with people, not technology, if the team's not on board, even the best solutions will fall flat. It's important to frame AI as a positive change. Focus on how it makes work easier and it helps everyone spend more time on valued tasks. Be honest and open about the role of AI. The goal isn't to replace people, but to improve how work gets done and to take busy work off of their plates. Keep everyone in the loop through clear, ongoing communication. When people know what's coming and how it's going to benefit them, it's much easier to build buy-in and excitement. Give AI teams the training that they need to feel confident using the new tools. Make sure everyone understands how AI will support their daily work and not disrupt it. Bring end users into the process early. This includes brokers, agents, account managers, and operations staff. Let them test the new workflows and share feedback and start feeling ownership. Use learnings from past tech rollouts. Most teams have already adopted new systems before. Highlight what went well and what you learned along the way. Remind everyone that change is part of the ongoing evolution. Adapting is something teams have already proven they can do, and it enables your agency and brokerage to keep up with the changing landscape.
And the second component for a successful AI implementation is workflow readiness, setting the stage for AI success. So having well thought out, consistent processes is a key pillar for successful AI adoption. When your renewal and communication workflows are clearly defined, it makes it much easier to implement automation and get real value from new technology. AI performs best when it's layered onto processes that are already working smoothly. Standardizing these workflows not only makes daily operations more efficient, but also sets up your team for a smooth transition as you bring on new tools. That's why focusing on processes matters. It helps ensure that automation drives the outcomes you want and delivers a better experience for both your staff and your clients. So for starters, looking at your current renewal workflows, you should ask yourself, are you reviewing every policy renewal, or are some policies just auto-renewing without a second look? What percentage of renewals actually get a detailed manual review versus just being pushed through? This can vary widely across teams, across agencies, across various departments, across segments, and so on. How do you decide which renewals get extra attention? Is it based on customer tiers, premium changes, policy value, claim history, gut feel, or something else? When a renewal does get reviewed, what's the process? Is there a standardized checklist? Does each broker or agent handle it their own way? Does it vary? Is it mixed? Sometimes standardized, sometimes custom or personalized. On top of all of that, think about communications. Are all customers being contacted proactively around renewal time, or only a select group? And finally, does the approach change depending on how valuable the client is or what segment they're in? Like I mentioned earlier, is there a formal strategy around segmentation? Is it more about personal style? Is there a component of personal relationships? There are so many different things that we can be thinking about here, these are all questions that I usually ask our clients when they start working with Quandary. It starts to set the stage for how we want to set up their workflows and kind of set the baseline for what we're working with.
The third pillar of a successful AI implementation is setting clear expectations, as well as having a plan for measurement. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement around AI, but know exactly what you want it to accomplish and how you're going to measure the success. When you define what success looks like from the start, you can make sure everyone's moving in the same direction. And by understanding the unique strengths of both AI and your people, you'll get the best results from both. Start by being clear about what you want AI to achieve. Is it saving time, error reduction, improved client communication, or a retention boost? AI, especially solutions like Quandary, are great at automating repetitive rule-based tasks like renewal reviews, flagging missing coverages, and generating consistent, timely, personalized client communications. But there's still areas where the human touch is still essential. Building personal client relationships, understanding unique client needs, and providing specialized advice. It's important to understand the gap areas. AI can handle a lot, but if you can't replace deep product knowledge, emotional intelligence, or the trust your team has built with your clients. Define what success looks like from the beginning. Set measurable goals, such as hours saved per week, number of manual processes eliminated, reduction in errors, or increases in policy retention. Make a plan to track progress over time. Regularly review the data. Collect feedback from your staff and from clients. And look at both the numbers and the stories behind them. Remember that measuring success isn't just about ROI or cost savings. It's about making life better for your team, delivering a better client experience, and setting the stage for even bigger improvements in the future. When you set clear expectations and keep measurements front and center, you can celebrate wins, make adjustments, and keep everyone aligned and motivated as you continue your AI journey.
Moving on from the key pillars, some common roadblocks that we see are as follows. So I guess for starters, even with the right people, solid processes, and clear goals, most organizations do hit a few bumps on the road to a successful AI implementation or adoption. It is totally normal. Bringing in new technology means changing habits, updating workflows, sometimes shifting mindsets. And the success of this can vary kind of, individual to individual, team to team. By understanding the most common roadblocks ahead of you, you can plan for them, address them proactively, and keep your AI project moving forward smoothly. So yeah, the first one is time investment. So investing time up front. For a successful AI implementation, it's essential that your core team can commit the dedicated time at the outset. A few hours each week is typically all it takes in the early phases. This time is mainly used to review workflows, provide feedback, and make sure that the platform gets set up in a way that matches how your agency or brokerage really operates. This initial investment of focused team time helps ensure that the automation is customized to your unique needs rather than being a generic out-of-the-box solution. Setting this expectation up front is important. A clear time commitment allows everyone to plan and sets the project up for long-term success. And the payoff comes soon. So after implementation, the automation takes over routine tasks and actually gives your team that time back. So there is a clear ROI to this, and we've seen it happen many, many times. The second one is change management or change adoption and the resistance that comes along with it. So change, even when it's positive, can be hard for teams. It's natural for some people to be skeptical or worried about learning a new system or changing how they work. I'm even guilty of it myself. Quite often I'm simply too busy to learn a new way of doing things, and I just want to keep doing it the old way because I know how it works. Sometimes that resistance can look like hesitation. It can also show up as team members not fully engaging with the new process. Project leads may worry that their staff won't catch on or will default back to the old habits. But with the right support and ongoing communication, most people will adapt faster than expected, especially when they learn about how it's working for them instead of against them. It's important to address their fears directly so you can remind your team that AI is actually just another tech tool, like many others that you have successfully implemented before. It's here to help them do their jobs better, not to replace them. And then finally, on this piece, being open about challenges and encouraging honest feedback will make it easier to address their concerns early so that the whole team feels supported throughout the transition.
Yeah, that's all so important. Thank you, Max. Making sure that you have the right team in place is crucial. It's not only about having one person lead, it's having the right mix of skills and perspectives. The ideal team usually includes a team lead, preferably someone from personal lines or ops, a couple of standout account managers or end users that can test and champion the new workflows, and also an Epic admin or someone comfortable with integrations and configuration. This mix ensures you get a real-world input, technical know-how, and enthusiastic early adopters to help drive momentum across the rest of the team. Having a team that reflects different roles in your agency makes it easier to spot issues early and develop solutions that work for everyone.
And finally, system access and buy-in. So, occasionally implementations stall because of system access, whether that is something relatively simple like permissions inside of Epic or potentially needing data from another platform. So getting the right access might mean involving your IT team, whether that's in-house or third party, or getting approval from senior leadership, which can take time and possibly extra coordination. Building these conversations and these steps into your project plan from the beginning will help prevent delays and ensures that your team has what they need when they need it. Also, having leadership buy-in not only helps with access, but also signals to the rest of the agency that this initiative is a priority. Talking a little bit about Quandary's approach. So every agency and brokerage is unique, which is why our approach to AI and automation is never one size fits all. Our team works side by side with you, making sure that you're set up for success right from the start. Whether you're just starting to explore automation or you're ready to take your workflows to the next level. Here's how we help our customers build a foundation for real lasting results. So for starters, we start with an audit. Every engagement starts with a readiness assessment to understand your unique workflows and where automation will drive the most value. Our team conducts a process and technology audit, diving into how you operate day to day. We take the time to deeply understand your Epic environment and can advise on changes or updates. We help configure your interface and activities and permissions correctly, and we're happy to share general recommendations to help your workflows run smoother, whether or not they're directly tied to our platform.
We know that technology only delivers value when your team understands and uses it. So staff education is a #1 priority. Our team leads in-depth knowledge sessions that give your staff insight into how our intelligence works, how to set up access, and how to make the most of the platform. We make it a point to include end users early. We encourage feedback, which builds confidence and excitement. And these sessions aren't technical either. They're also about building excitement and helping your team see AI as a helpful tool and not a threat. We help agencies set up measurements from the start. This way you can track the time saved, improvements in retention, and new opportunities that have been unlocked through automation. Our reporting tells you exactly where you're gaining efficiency, reducing manual work, and driving business results. Customers regularly tell us that they're able to give time back to their team to focus on higher value work, things like increasing expansion revenue through cross-sell opportunities, and improving retention by engaging clients proactively. Some real results from real clients have been a 1% increase in retention, 21% reduction in cancellations, and saving an impressive 16,000 hours in a year of manual work.
Finally, the fourth pillar here for Quandry's approach is the tailored service beyond during the implementation and beyond. So we believe in transparent partnership-based service, starting with a single all-inclusive price for implementation. So there are no upcharges if things take longer than planned. Every agency, regardless of size, gets a dedicated customer success manager at Quandry. So you always have access to hands-on white glove support from day one. And we're deeply invested in your success. Our team is with you every step of the way, not just through launch, but as an ongoing partner, making sure that your workflows, goals, technology continue to align for long-term results. This is just a quick look at what our process looks like. We've spoken through the pillars of Quandry's approach, but this is what it looks like in practice. And this is what I do every day. So from the kickoff, connecting with your team, the configuration is going through that consultation, best practices and configuration in Quandry as well as in Epic, going through the testing period to fine tune your automation to make sure that it works for you. And that's when we push it live in production and simultaneously do live end user training sessions with your team to give them the ability to ask questions, learn more, and get excited about the solution that you have.
And now that we've talked through the must-have foundations and common blockers for AI success, it's time to see where your agency stands. Things are going to get a little interactive now, so grab your phone, scan the QR code on the screen. In just a few minutes, you'll benchmark your agency's current state, identify strengths, spot any hidden gaps, and get your own personalized AI readiness score.
And you'll also receive instant recommendations and resources, all tailored to your results to help you take the next step toward introducing AI, whether you're just starting out or already exploring automation. And if you have questions about your results or if you want to talk through your roadmap, we're here to help. So feel free to book a call with us directly or reach out anytime after the session. No matter where you are in your AI journey, our team is ready to help you streamline your workflows and unlock more value for your clients and staff.